what do you think is the biggest lie in this world? It is this: that rich people became rich only through back-breaking hard work. But the real truth is, those who are actually wealthy will never tell you how they truly built their fortune. They will give you motivational speeches. They will tell you stories of hustle and hard work. They will share their early morning routines. But the real secret of their success, the true source of their endless wealth, they will never share with you. Never. Because if you ever discover that secret, then you too can become just as powerful as they are. Around 2,400 years ago, one man wrote down these hidden secrets. His name was Acharya Chanakya. His teachings and his book were so powerful and so dangerous that kings used to keep them hidden. Because inside those pages were truths meant only for rulers and the most influential people of society, not for the common man. Today, I am going to reveal to you those 9 secret laws. But first, a small warning. This video is not for those who only want to feel good by listening to motivational quotes. This video is for those who have the real courage to face the truth. Law number 1. Be the fox, not the lion. Chanakya used to say, the one who stays hidden is the one who wins, and the one who shows himself off too much eventually becomes the prey. Let me explain this with an example. Near the Magadha Empire, in a small town, there lived a merchant named Dhanpat Lal. He was the richest man in that entire town. But if you ever saw him in the marketplace, you would never even imagine how much wealth he actually had. Simple clothes, a simple house, no servants, no luxury, no show. He moved around like any other ordinary trader. But the real truth was this: even the biggest landlords of the kingdom used to borrow money from him. Every major business deal of that region happened only with his approval, yet no outsider could ever sense it. From this story, Chanakya drew one powerful principle. The lion is visible, so the lion is easy to hunt. But the fox is unseen, so the fox always wins. Now think about it carefully. When you post pictures of your new car, your expensive watch, or your big house on social media, you think people will be impressed. But do you know what is really happening? Your enemies and your jealous relatives are taking screenshots. Some friend might suddenly come asking for a loan tomorrow. You are not becoming cool. You are becoming a target. Law number 2, and this one might sound strange to you at first. Pretend to be poor. But the real wisdom behind this rule is very deep. In the time of Chanakya, in the city of Pataliputra, there lived a cloth merchant named Ramdan. In his very first year of business, he made a very good profit. Now, what would a normal man do in his place? He would immediately buy a big house. He would ride in expensive chariots. He would tell everyone around him that his business was booming. But Ramdan did none of this. He continued wearing his old simple clothes. He continued sitting in his small old shop. And whenever someone asked, he would simply say, "Brother, the market is very dull. I am just somehow surviving." And do you know what happened because of this? His competitors never took him seriously. They thought he was just a small trader. The suppliers gave him goods at cheaper prices because they thought this man was struggling. Even the royal tax officers ignored him completely. Within just 5 years, without anyone noticing, he silently became the largest cloth merchant in the entire city. Yet no one even realized it. This is human psychology. People always want to help the weak. But the moment they see someone strong, they feel jealousy, and they try to pull that person down. So when you go to a meeting, or when you sit with familiar people, show them that you are struggling. Show them that your budget is tight. But inside, silently, keep building your empire. Never lift the curtain of poverty in front of the world. Now, listen to a bitter truth that you might not want to hear. Your biggest enemy is not the one standing in front of you challenging you openly. Your biggest enemy is the one sitting at your dinner table eating with you, the one pretending to be your friend, laughing with you, and secretly waiting for your downfall. Let me tell you the story of a young entrepreneur from Delhi named Vikram. When his company reached a valuation of 100 crores, he became overjoyed and arranged a grand celebration feast. At that feast, in his excitement, he revealed all his future business plans, his secret strategies, and his income figures in front of everyone. And exactly 6 months later, do you know what happened? His chief technical officer resigned and joined a rival company, taking all the confidential information with him. His marketing head opened his own company in direct competition. The same business that was once valued at 100 crores shut down completely within 2 years. Vikram made only one mistake. He told the whole world what cards he was holding in his hand. Chanakya used to say, "Always appear weak. Let the world know your true strength only when it is already too late. Only when no one has the power to stop you anymore." Remember this: the person who does not know about your success can never stop your success. Now ask yourself one question. What is real power? Is it the thing that is visible, or is it the thing that is invisible? The one who has 50 lakh followers on social media is actually not the most powerful person. He is only a product, only a medium. The real powerful person is the one who is sponsoring him, the one sitting behind the curtain, controlling the real money, and spreading his message silently to millions of people. You may never have even heard the name of that man behind the curtain. He has no social media profile. He makes no public appearance. But he exists everywhere. This is what real power looks like. From today, follow one rule in your life. Build many sources of income, but let people know only about one simple, ordinary source. The fact that you invest in the stock market, or that you are closing big deals quietly, must remain known only to you and your most trusted accountant. When someone asks you what you do, simply say, "I do a small job, just somehow managing." Build relationships with people who work behind the curtain, because this invisible network will one day become your greatest strength. Until now, we have talked about the outside world, but this next law, law number 5, is about that hidden weakness inside you, which is destroying you without you even knowing. A few years ago, there was a young man named Rohan. He invested 1 lakh rupees in a new business, and within just 60 days, it grew to 5 lakh rupees, 5 times profit, with almost no hard work. Then what did he do? Immediately, he posted screenshots on Facebook. He started giving investment tips to his friends. He started declaring himself an expert. And what happened next? Relatives lined up to borrow money from him. The income tax office sent him a notice. Some shady people started threatening him. Out of tension, his sleep disappeared at night. Finally, in fear, he sold off everything at throwaway prices, and whatever money was left slowly slipped away from his hands. The wealth came with noise, and it left with even more noise. Acharya Chanakya in his lifetime had seen many kings, businessmen, and generals, and he came to one firm conclusion: whatever shines too quickly also burns out too quickly. Money that comes fast also leaves fast. Real wealth is built slowly, without announcements, without screenshots. Patience is not weakness. Patience is a strategy. And the man who knows how to be patient, that man is impossible to defeat. Let me tell you a real truth. No one in this world ever sees you as you truly are. People only see you the way you have presented yourself to them. It is not your reality that matters. It is your image inside their minds that does the real work. Chanakya understood this psychology thousands of years ago. He said, "It is not important what you actually are. What is important is what people think about you." Because people do not deal with your reality. They deal with the image they have built of you inside their head. Just think about it carefully. If you are rich, but people believe you are very ordinary, then you are completely safe. No one will target you. No one will come asking for loans. No one will burn with jealousy of you. You will peacefully build your empire. But if you are ordinary and people believe you are very rich, then you are surrounded by danger from every direction. Everyone's expectations from you will rise. Everyone will demand things from you that you cannot give. And the moment you fail to give it, those same people will become your worst enemies. So from today, write the script of your own life by yourself. Show people only what you want them to see. Hide whatever makes you weak. Reveal only what keeps you safe. Chanakya observed a very dangerous pattern in the royal courts, and even today, this same pattern works in our society. In the king's court, the one who was the most learned and the most intelligent was always the first to be put in danger. The one who knew the most was the first one to be removed. Why? Because knowledge and high intelligence often become a reason for fear in the eyes of others. Now look at your own office today. The one who shows himself as the most intelligent and the most hardworking, on his shoulders, the heaviest workload is always dropped. He becomes the biggest target of office politics. He becomes the one everyone tries to stop. People fear him. And from fear, conspiracies are always born. Chanakya's solution was this. Sometimes, the most intelligent move is to act a little less intelligent. Did you get promoted at the office? Just say, "Brother, it was just my luck and the boss's kindness." Did you make profit in business? Just say, "I am barely managing, brother." When you present yourself as too clever, people will start competing against you. But when you present yourself as simple and ordinary, people will lower their guard around you. They will reveal their own secrets in front of you. And then you will see everything. You will hear everything. You will understand everything. And remember, information is the real power. Now ask yourself one honest question. If you stopped working from tomorrow, how long would your household survive? 1 week? 1 month? Or 3 months? If your answer is less than 1 year, then listen carefully. You are still a slave today. You may have your own business. You may be earning lakhs of rupees. But if your income depends on your time, then you are not free. You are simply trapped inside a golden cage. Chanakya observed that the families who only built massive palaces, who threw grand festivals to display their wealth, they became bankrupt within just 2 or 3 generations. Their names became nothing more than dusty footnotes in the pages of history. But those who controlled the trade routes, those who built systems that worked even in their absence, those families remained powerful even today. A palace and a monument can be seen, but a monument only takes money out of your pocket. On the other hand, a system cannot be seen, but a system feeds you for your entire life. Buying an expensive car is a monument. It takes money out of your pocket every single month. But building a dividend portfolio or an investment portfolio is a system. It puts money into your account even while you are sleeping. So from today, ask yourself this question every single month. Have I built something that earns for me without my own labor? If the answer is no, then you are still trapped inside that cycle from which escape becomes harder and harder every passing day. Building a system is not a luxury. It is a necessity. This is the most personal and the deepest law of Chanakya. Listen to the story of Seth Haridas of Ujjain city, whose properties were spread across thousands of villages. He was one of the wealthiest men in the entire world. But if you ever saw him in the marketplace, you would never even imagine who he was. He used to travel in a simple bullock cart. He used to wear 20-year-old sandals. He used to do his own shopping. He used to eat at simple roadside food stalls. People used to laugh at him. They used to call him a miserly old man. But he was not foolish. He was protecting himself. He was protecting himself from the gaze and jealousy of all those people who only come closer when they see wealth. He enjoyed his wealth privately. He never made a show of it. Remembered this: the one who needs to prove that he is rich is actually still hungry to prove something. The one who is truly wealthy has nothing left to prove to anyone. So from today, wear less of those big branded logo clothes in public places. Stop beating drums on social media about your success stories. Stay simple. Stay invisible. Because the biggest truth of this world is this: money makes noise, but real wealth always stays silent. Today, you have heard 9 powerful laws. But these are not just some pieces of advice. These are a brand new way of looking at the entire world. The moment you stop trying to prove yourself, that is the very moment you actually start becoming great. Chanakya once said, "Become something that truly exists, but cannot be seen. Become someone who has everything, but no one knows about it. Become the one behind whose silence an entire empire is hidden." If these words have touched your heart, then please send this video to someone who needs to hear it the most. If you liked this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you are watching on Facebook, do not forget to follow. See you next time. Until then, stay silent, keep working, and keep winning.